Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us in the studio, great information every Monday from Dan Smith with Vail Mountain Rescue. Dan, good to see you today.
Pleasure as usual.
Thanks for coming in again.
Yeah, it's good to be around.
It's part of your morning routine also.
Oh, it is, every Monday.
So Dan shows up typically at 6:45. He walks through the back door, rolls on through, says good morning to everybody, kind of like Mr. Rogers, gets his coffee, roams around.
But I don't wear the sweater. See, I don't have the Mr. Rogers
maybe next
sweater.
week.
Next week,
maybe next week we'll have some slippers and a cardigan for you to kind
That's
of
a thought.
shift into. All right, so obviously mountains are Vail and Beaver Creek closed.
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't really change the dynamics for you guys because you're always working in the Forest Service backcountry, so you're not affected by what's happening on the hill so much.
No, but it does cut down on the number of people in the county, which we hope cuts down on mission load, though 2 deaths last week, not in our county, but one in Summit, one in Pitkin, in avalanches, and both were people who were very, very experienced. And the mountains, if they decide they're not going to tolerate your mistake, they're not going to tolerate your mistake. It doesn't matter what experience you have.
Let me ask you this. So now that Vail and Beaver Creek are both closed, and there's still people that are looking to get more time on the mountain, do you expect to see somewhat of a potential spike in
I think so.
Potential calls going out because people going into the backcountry right now and it's not safe?
Well, yeah, and plus this is the season where we do everything. We just talked to the team last night. Now you need to have your Swiftwater gear in the car.
It's already there.
We now have our trailers split. One trailer's loaded with ATVs. The other trailer is loaded with snow machines. Yeah. We expect paragliders to start popping out again. There's anything that can happen will happen in this kind of shoulder season. So you have to, it's an interesting gear load in the back of your car.
I bet it is. I live in Singletree, and yesterday they opened up for golf for the season.
Oh yeah.
And like the mountain was just, it's like the day during the same day when things shut down, everybody starts shifting gears. And like you're shifting gears and getting different gear ready to go. People are pulling their bikes out, kayaks are coming out, and we're starting to see that. So it just changes the dynamic for you guys a little bit and adds more to it.
We have 3 Swiftwater trainings set up in the next 2 weeks, and then we start moving to high-angle mountain training. We do about 10,000 man-hours a year, training and missions, about 2/3 in training and 1/3 in missions. It's just we've got a whole bunch of really new people with killer skills. So this is
this is part of the high-angle?
Yeah. Or this is the helicopter hoist training. That's a helicopter, and that is a stable flight bag going up to it with one of our technicians hung onto it.
What kind of helicopter is that?
That's a Black Hawk, a UH-60.
That is a Black Hawk.
That's the big Black Hawk. Absolutely perfect platform. We love to fly that thing.
What kind of helicopters did they use in the show MASH?
That was Hueys.
Hueys are kind of cool.
Yeah,
like
Hueys have a sound, and if you've flown in Hueys, and I've in another life got a lot of time in Hueys, when they put it in a bank, it's a whop whop, and in my old life, you really like to hear that whop whop because it's coming in to bring you something.
Coming to get you. And
you were
doing these avalanche safety, or not the helicopter stuff, taking place down in the Gypsum area, right?
Yeah, it's at Hats, and we fly out in their training area, which is north of Gypsum and Eagle that way. Okay. And basically we have 8 guys.
Yep.
In the whole state, there are only 24 people that can ride the cable. 2 4-person teams on the Front Range that use aircraft out of Buckley, and ourselves and Mountain Rescue Aspen that each have 8 that fly aircraft out of here. Okay. And we cover the whole state. We can cover the Front Range, they can cover the mountains, except their birds, UH-72, which doesn't have the power to work up here. It gets much over 10,000 feet. It's a bit of a pig. Okay. Where the Hawk, if you've got the right load in it, is a beautiful aircraft. We've done a lot of things with those.
Can you hang out for another interview? Is that good?
Always.
All right, we're going to take it to ask you. Look at that weather forecast and more with Dan Smith and their adventures with Vail Mountain Rescue in a minute.